10 signs you might be intersexed. 1. You have a larger than average clit. Now, back about maybe say, I don't know, 70, 80 years ago, they didn't touch these things, and they shouldn't. They should not. However, I think back after that, like I think they started in the 30s, 40s, 50s, they started removing these poor girls, these clits, until there was outrage and protest. And now they're starting to like not do it. I think starting in like the early 60s, they started maybe not doing it so much, or not removing the whole clit, which is still, they shouldn't touch these clits, okay? Doctors should not touch clits. I don't care if the damn thing is a penis, you don't touch it. You have no right. You hear me? No right to touch it. You have no right. If there's nothing medically wrong as far as your health, doctors have no right to do that. It is a human violation. You are violating rights of the human child to be who they are. Excuse me. I have a larger than average clit, and oh my God, I can't even like imagine how horrible, okay, for a doctor to do that to me. Sign number 2. Smaller than average penis. These are called micropenises. I've seen them. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just guys with really, really tiny penises. I'm talking like this, okay? Like really, really small. There's nothing wrong with them. However, a lot of times doctors see these little penises and they think it's just too small to be a man, so we're going to just like cut it off and make it into a female. You can't do that. Okay? These are guys. You can't cut their little penises off and turn them into a female. That's nuts. What is going on here? There must be outrage and protest. This has got to stop. Sign number 3. Very small zigzag scar on your pubic area. What they do, these dumb doctors do, is if they say if the female has testes, it could be only just a small amount of testicular tissue even. They want to remove it because they think it's not, quote, normal or something. I mean, this tissue doesn't hurt anything. What if I needed that tissue? What if as I got older I needed that extra bit of hormones or something, you know? And studies have shown that women that still have their testicular tissue, studies have shown that these, because these are like really old women by now, because back when they didn't remove it, but a lot of them have no problem. It doesn't give them any problems whatsoever. You can't do that. You can't remove these tissues. They're there for a reason. What if they would have left mine alone? And what if I wouldn't be having hormonal issues right now? I'll never know. All I know is the scar is very small. You can only see it in the sunlight, pretty much. I mean, it has to be a bright light, and it's a small zigzag scar. I don't know. No one's ever talked to me about any of this stuff. I'm kind of afraid to know. I really kind of don't want to know, but it's a small zigzag scar, very small. And you can only see it when I'm shaved and when I'm standing in the light, and it's in the middle, so Can someone tell me what this is? I've never had any operations there that I know of. Your sign number 4, your urethra, where you urinate out of, is not at the tip of your penis. So if you're a guy, you have a penis, and your pee isn't coming out of the tip, it's coming out down on the shaft, underneath the shaft, which I've seen. Don't be embarrassed. I've seen lots of those. And it's completely normal, I think. So, you just have to probably pee sitting down. It's no big deal. I've seen those before. And I don't know. I'm just wondering how they got left alone, but who knows? Maybe it was like the hole was bigger or something before. I don't know. See, again, if it's not something that's really medical necessary for it to save your life, then doctors really need to be leaving us people alone. Sign number 5. You had undescended testes. So if you're a guy and you had an operation because your testes weren't down into your ball sack, they had to go in there and pull them down, then there's a chance you could be intersex. Sign number 6. If you have a penis and underneath your testicles, your sac, there's like this large area of like kind of mushy or something. It's kind of different. Of course, how would you know unless you've seen other guys? But if you've got like a soft mushy area and you're not fat, then there's a good chance you could have had an opening down there. And they just what they do is they sew it up. Why do doctors do this? Don't they realize that this is a human being, that we're not all the same? Can't you see that we all need to be different? You can't change someone who they are by sewing up, their vaginas. We are intersex, so you can't be doing that. It doesn't change a thing. Sign number 7. When being asked to choose a box, M or F, you somehow feel cheated. Like you're being forced, like you have to choose one or the other. It's like, taking you into a bathroom and saying, okay, now you can either have hot water or cold water. Or taking you to a ice cream store and saying, okay, you can either have chocolate or vanilla. And when there's many more flavors and temperatures out there that are much more comfortable and much more tasteful than what they're giving you. Sign number 8. At different points in your life, you felt either more masculine or more feminine. And sign 9, you were either a tomboy or a tomgirl. And 10, I can't confirm this one, but I have my suspicions. Early childhood masturbation. I can remember masturbating like in preschool when I was supposed to be taking my nap. And I didn't like touch it. Like I didn't have to touch it. I just have to like put my legs together and I would really get into it and like I'd even like start like sweating and blushing and stuff. And I've read a little bit about it because I felt like, well, for one thing, my parents thought there was something wrong with me, and they took me to the doctor, and I don't know what happened, but I've been doing a little bit of research, and it's something to do with having lower, because they did blood tests, they've done tests on children that do this, and it's something that has to do with lower estrogen or something, estrogenal or something like that. I forget the name of it, but something like that, something about the hormone levels. So I don't know. But I'd masturbated all throughout my childhood like that. Just grab onto a table and go at it. By the way, there are more than 40 different intersex types of people. So I imagine there's more than that. That's just the documented cases. So take care.